Hello everybody, welcome back, and today's video is the last session of the Grid Series Championship 2024 Juniors. Now, this race was a phenomenal one. Back and forth, me and Jake Anders battling for the win. So make sure you stick to the end to see how the race finishes. So right off the start, gained a position off the get-go. So we're already trying to get side by side by Jake Anders as he takes the defensive line. Give him a little nudge there, stick on the racing line so I can possibly look for a move going under Dunlop. And as you can see, he's pulled away, so I can't quite get the move, but I take the defensive line. Seems it is only about the third lap, and I know that I will have other drivers on my bumper, so we don't want to give a position away early on in the race and help that lead him to hold us up. So as you can see through the fast chicanes, sticking on Jake Anders' bumper, and we pull to the right, get side by side, pull to the left, look for the switch back, just can't quite get the exit speed on Jake. Under Dunlop Bridge there, taking the defensive line, probably didn't need to, but pull out further to the right, look for the switch back, get alongside, look for the switch back again, just can't quite find the space. We're back onto the yellow flags. So here, just trying to warm the tyres up as it's still quite early on in the race. Drifting about, and we're back onto the green flags. So it's only a short incident. So right back on it. Just trying to stick with Jake, make sure he doesn't pull away. But as you can see, he has pulled maybe 2 kart lengths. But I use my weight advantage through the fast chicanes and up through turn 1 to try and get right back on the bumper. I do take the defensive line, just about missed Jake, as there was still a driver on my bumper. I believe that was Dan G in car 1. So we take the racing line, same with Jake, just trying to get the most, just trying to close the gap, make sure I'm still on his bumper so I can just get back on him, try and force a mistake. But as you can see, just after the up ramp there, I clipped the barrier, which slowed me down and has allowed him to pull maybe a kart's length of a gap. Coming down the down ramp, hit the boost button, get the most out of it. The fast 2 chicanes, lean in, trying to get my body weight out. Up through turn 1, doing the same, leaning out the kart. Jake Anders takes the racing line, but I take a really fast line through turn 2 and turn 3, and it's leading me to close the gap on Jake Anders. So he's going to have to take the defensive line. I go wide, try and look for the switch back. Once again, pull out to the left, look for the exit speed. It's just not quite there, as we did lose the back end. Jake takes a slightly tighter line so I don't dive up the inside on the up ramp. Very clever move. Giving Jake a bit of a nudge there. Just kind of had to, there's nowhere to go. Once again, using my body weight through the fast 2 chicanes to try and gain on Jake Anders. Takes the defensive line once again. I pull out further to the right, look for the switch back, just about get my nose in front of his bumper, but we just can't quite get the right amount of exit speed to get the switch back done. Pull out further to the left, look for the switch back, get alongside Jake Anders slightly there, just not quite far on the foot. Pull out, look for the dive bomb, but Jake covers that up as always, and now we're just trying to stay in the bumper as there isn't much overtaking opportunity from the up ramp until turn 1 and the fast straight. Just ducking down here, just trying to do everything in my power to stay on Jake's bumper. Jake takes the defensive line once again, and you see that a lot through this race. He's really starting to feel the pressure and I'm just pushing him, making him defend, and just trying to force a mistake, trying to get in his head, play games. So once again I take the racing line because I know me and Jake have already pulled from the drivers behind, which is, you see that quite a lot in these races. So the front 2 drivers or the front 3 drivers will just pull away from the rest of the pack, and they will be doing 2 completely different races. As you can see there on the left, whereas Danji and multiple other drivers just drop right back in their own little battle. So coming through the fast 2 chicanes, Jake's pulled a decent amount, but we use our body weight through turn 1 once again, and up through turn 2, almost clipped Jake Anders. Very, very close. There's a lot of tight wheel-to-wheel action in this race, as I'm sure you can tell. Just trying to look for the move, looking for the switchback, pull out to the left, just slightly get the bumper in front of Jake, alongside Jake. Just can't quite get the move. Jake comes off the up ramp once again, right back on the bumper of him. So now I just really need to hold this tight bumper to bumper gap. But as you can see, because of Jake Anders' weight advantage, he just pulls, and we are on yellow flag. So now we're caught back up to Jake, just trying to look for the move once again. I just fast forwarded it a bit for you there, so you didn't have to watch me catch him back up, because he got a bit of a head start on the yellow flag because I was daydreaming. Quick tip, never daydream on yellow flags, as it can lead you to lose a lot of time. So as you can see here, pull out to the right, just get alongside Jake Anders. It looks like we might get the move done. We can pull alongside, but we're just not quite far enough. Jake feeling the pressure, as you can see, trying to shift his cart. Pull out again, look for the move, and just can't get it done. And we're just bumping him, looking for the move, pulling out, trying to get alongside, just can't quite get half a cart length on Jake to secure the move and solidify it for P1. As you can see, coming onto the down ramp here, we are quite close to Jake in comparison to some of the other laps, which is really good. Through the 2 fast chicanes, we're right back on the bumper of Jake. I pull out to the left, Jake takes the defensive line. We pull out to the right once again, use our body weight through turn 2 to try and get the switch back, but we are just too far back, so I stick to my racing line so Jake doesn't pull away. Down through Dunlop here, through the S turns, which cannot quite stick on the bumper of Jake, but these coming underground here, you can see we've caught right back up, and on the up ramp, we're right back on the bumper of Jake once again. Another close call. Really good bumper to bumper action, really good bumper to bumper racing. Just trying to keep on the back of Jake, making sure he doesn't pull away, using my body weight for the 2 fast chicanes, through turn 1 and 2 and 3, just everywhere I can, take advantage of it. Pull out once again, Jake just checking back, seeing if he needs to defend or not, and as you can see he does. I'm just trying to optimise all of the exit speed I can. Jake taking the defensive line once again, causing me to look for the switch back, which once again can't quite get it. Give him a little nudge on the up ramp, he takes the defensive line, shutting it off again. And you'll see all the way throughout this race, Jake's constantly shutting off dive bombs, switchbacks, really good defending, really good racecraft, and he just has that sense, he has that knowledge of knowing when and when not to defend. and how he needs to defend. So you can just see he takes the defensive line on the straight so I don't dive bomb. Once again coming up through turn 2 and turn 3, taking defensive lines, shutting off the dive bombs, and 3 and 4 he can't really do a move. 5 and 6 here, see he pulls out to the left there to try and cut it off. I am looking for the switchback, I'm pulling out left and right, I just can't quite get alongside, and we're back on the yellow flags here. I do give Jake a little nudge, that's my bad, my apologies. But phenomenal racecraft from a pair of us, just trying to force a mistake on Jake, and we're back on the green flags. Now I am slightly worried about the drivers behind taking advantage of the yellow flags, so Jake keeps managing to pull away because I'm looking back and telling them to hold back and hold the gap that me and Jake have pulled on them. As we have done that intentionally. We didn't discuss it before the race, but we do in multiple different races, chase the 8, etc. There'll be another video up very shortly of Chase the Ace Monday night, and I'm sure it'll be an action-packed race. Hopefully me and Jake will be back and forth as always, just leading the race, just trying to get back past each other, defending, bumper to bumper action. So just trying to stick on the back of Jake Anders. Once again, pull out to the left, look for the switchback, just trying to find the grip on kart 34. The back end was quite slippy on kart 34 on this night. The track temperature I believe was about 10 degrees, so quite warm. And just looking for a gap, just can't quite find it. Also why defending is so important in racing, along with being able to attack strategically. Looking down, just trying to create less air friction as possible, as least even, just trying to get the move done on Jake Anders. I'm starting to become a little bit desperate for the move here, because I know there's not long left of the race at all. Maybe 5-6 minutes of the 20-minute race, so I'm starting to think to myself, right, I really need to get the move done, need to get my head down, and I need to get it done. So I'm just pushing on Jake really hard now, trying to force a mistake, but it's just not quite happening for me. So as a result of Jake Anders' phenomenal defending skills, and I'm just trying to push kart 34 as hard as I possibly can, but it's just not happening. So, and there we go, the end of the race, and as you can hear, I'm very happy about that. P2 for me in the 2024 Grid Series Championship for juniors, P1 for Jake, and just one very happy dad, as you can see. And just overall phenomenal racing from everybody there that night. I believe there's only one incident, only one crash, which is very good. So please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I wanted to say before the end of the video that we are looking for race sponsorships, so if you know anybody or you are interested yourself, please PM me or leave a comment on the video, and I will get back to you as soon as possible.